All right. Hi, everyone. This is Kavita with The Enlightened Heart coming to you with day 17 of the series on living holistically with an autoimmune condition. And I have spoken about on one of my videos, I don't remember which day, about how movement is important. And so today we have something special. I have something special for you. With me today is Laura Voss with Oh My Fitness, and she is a certified personal trainer and boxing coach, and she's also a lifelong learner like me, and so has multiple certifications and keeps wanting to learn. So I'm not going to list all of them. And so one of the things that she wants is to create a community and support system where she says women, children, and men feel safe, strong, confident, loved, and like the powerhouses they are. So welcome, Laura. Thanks for joining today.
Yay! Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Yay. So Laura, why did you choose this business? What are you passionate about this?
Yeah. So growing up, my family owned a martial arts and self-defense school. And the people I got to see there were people who were really in need, even more than the movement or anything else like that aspect, but the confidence aspect, the community building aspects, their mental health that aligned with their physical health, and just, yeah, being able to uncover the strength that they already had inside them, right, is so incredibly important. And so it's beautiful to be able to see people, lift these weights or do a boxing workout and do something that they didn't realize they were capable of, right? And both be able to promote them in that and help them feel their strongest and also challenge them to keep getting better. And so I just think it's a beautiful combination, both the mental and the physical health, to be able to tie those together for people.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I've worked with you, so I know that that's true. You bring all of that into your workouts. So Laura, today, as you know, we're talking about autoimmune conditions, and with autoimmune conditions, there's chronic pain. And so working out is important and movement is important. So one of the workouts that I know that you specialize in, one of the many, is high intensity interval training, or HIIT. So can you tell me more about why that's beneficial for people with chronic pain?
Absolutely. So, and just to clarify too, HIIT is kind of called a bunch of different names, right? You've heard interval training, you've heard fartlek, you've heard Tabatas are big right now, right? So it's one of the greatest aspects of it is even within HIIT training itself, there's a ton of variety. And so it's beautiful because depending on how you're feeling that day, because when you're dealing with chronic pain or autoimmune issues or other women's health issues and things like that, how you're feeling day to day can really vary. And so this style of training is helpful because you can get a lot done in a short amount of time, and you can vary it depending on how you're feeling that day and what you want to do. Right. And so to be able to get so much done in a short amount of time is really optimal for people dealing with chronic pain. And then there's a ton of other benefits with the oxygenation of your body, being able to do more of its own healing naturally, natural pain relief. We all love the feeling of endorphins when we're done with our workout.
Yeah.
Right. And so HIIT training is beautiful because you get that a lot quicker, right?
Yes. Less time.
So they're incredibly efficient, that kind of short and sweet kind of mentality, right? And in general, they're very safe for people because you can even do these without having to have a gym or without having to have expensive or consuming equipment. It's something you can do on your own very safely.
Okay, good. So you don't need a lot of equipment. It doesn't take a lot of time, right? And you can vary it. I think some people, I know I had the impression that it was because of the words high intensity and all, thanks for sharing all the other words that it's called, that it's a lot of jarring and jumping. And so I think I was afraid to try it because of that, right? So it's good to hear that you can modify and still get a good workout. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because the whole basis of it is just that you're doing intervals, right? So it's just going between high and low, but that means you get to choose what the high and low is, right? Yeah. So it doesn't need to be burpees to box jumps to all these other crazy jarring things for your body, right? It's listening to how you feel and just going from low to high for your scale on that day. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes, good. So hopefully that gets someone to try this if they're a little afraid. Yeah. So, so it is beneficial. I could see why this is helpful for people with chronic pain and actually limited time to work out too. So what are some other benefits, health benefits of this, or other benefits?
Yeah. So like I said, it helps maximize your oxygen intake, which is really helpful for, especially when
Mhm.
you're dealing with chronic pain and inflammation and things like that. And
Yeah.
even inflammation on its own, a lot of studies are showing that HIIT training will decrease the inflammation in your body
Mm.
with these kind of workouts, which is beautiful. Most of us need to
Hmm.
decrease inflammation, right?
Yes.
And that's kind of another thing that people, they think working out kind of increases that in your body, right?
Hmm.
But because of the blood flow and the more oxygenation, it's able to decrease the inflammation, really helps with your healing a lot more quickly. It ups your exercise kind of tolerance, right?
Yes.
So then that way, daily things that you're doing, if it's carrying your grocery bags up the stairs or
Hmm.
getting down on the floor to play with your kids, right? Things like
Yeah.
that won't feel so difficult because you've been doing HIIT workouts.
Yeah. And so it sounds like it also helps with the overtraining aspect that can happen. Sometimes doing too long workouts, that
Absolutely.
increases inflammation, correct?
It does. It does.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So that's great. Yeah, great
Right?
benefits. Yes. And so, one of the videos I did talk about how exercise can increase stress on your body because it's a
Mhm.
stressor.
It is.
And
Absolutely.
so just kind of like what I said about the longer workouts, and what is the difference between HIIT and like what a workout that could increase the stress on your body and cause the inflammation, the other effect? Because that can happen too, right? With
Right.
exercise.
Absolutely. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So having those short times and having the intervals is one of the
Mhm.
most important parts, right?
Oh,
If you
okay.
take a Tabata workout, right now the term Tabata is kind of thrown out there as anything people want it to be if it's high intensity.
Right.
But the specific Tabata workout is actually set up as a 4-minute round with 20
Mhm.
seconds of hard work followed by 10 seconds of rest. And you
Mm.
repeat that for the 4 minutes. And that Tabata is the name of the doctor who came up with the scientific process of this
Ah,
because he
okay.
figured out that is how
Mhm.
to get your body at the maximum work level while still honoring those rest periods, right?
Oh,
And so it's
okay.
nice because a traditional Tabata is 4 minutes and that's it, right? And so it
Um,
keeps your body from hitting that kind of overload where it's just like, okay, we've been going out this for an hour and we've kind of depleted everything you have,
yeah.
and your body does go into kind of, self-defense mode, if that makes sense, right?
Right.
So being
Yeah.
able to, do a long walk on one day and then HIIT training or something similar on a following day is really helpful because you're not overloading the body. If you were
Mhm.
doing the same kind of, 60-minute routine every day in a gym, it'd be really different and more taxing, right?
Right.
And like you said,
Yeah.
exercise is a stressor on our
Mhm.
body, right? And that's why you have to have recovery days, no matter, if you're an elite athlete or if you're someone struggling with chronic pain and issues, we need our rest days too.
Yes, yes.
Everyone's always
Mm.
excited to hear that part because,
They're like, "Oh, I get a rest day. Yay. I don't have to
yeah,
do
yeah,
it every
absolutely.
day." Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yes. So, Laura, I mean, if someone's interested in working with you, how do you work with Oh My Fitness?
Yeah. So one of my favorite ways to do it now is to combine these HIIT trainings with the wellness
Mhm.
coaching.
Okay.
Because what I found early on was that clients were coming to me for certain things, but you can't address these issues if they're dealing with something like chronic pain or chronic
Hmm.
fatigue and stress, right? And so being
Yes.
able to pair those two things together and give them a lot of the help around their self-care and the other wellness things and
Yes.
referring them to other teams that'll help them as well.
Hmm.
So that's what I love doing is actually online coaching now. So on a format like this, I use Zoom or I use FaceTime or
Hmm.
in Silicon Valley, any of the millions of
Yes.
options we
Lots
have.
of options. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But usually one of those two. So we
Hmm.
will actually do a HIIT workout. So it's usually about 20 minutes, 25 minutes of that. And then sit down just like this and kind of go through either a journal they have or just handwritten notes or whatever about other things like how is their pain right now? What's their nutrition looking like and their sleep and their water and everything like that.
Hmm.
Because I think that's so important to have um, that whole idea of the whole person, right? And how I can help them with all those different issues. Because it's no good if I just give you this 20-minute workout and I'm like, okay, see you next week. Good luck with every other hour and every day, right?
Yes.
So I absolutely love doing online training, and that's helpful because it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you're traveling. It doesn't matter if you can't get a babysitter, right? We can still get this done, and you can still feel like you have a comrade that's helping you with those.
And no driving. And,
exactly. Can't forget your gym clothes. Right? I mean,
you can wear whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We all know those weird little barriers that keep us from whatever, from eating the salad or from working out, right? It's like, I forgot the dressing, so I'm not going to eat my salad. Or, oh, shoot, I left my socks at home of all things, so I guess I can't do that now, right? So we take a lot of those just little things away to help people is awesome. Yeah.
So it's like, you don't have any way to.
Exactly. I don't want to say excuse, right? But it's just like, let's take some of those hurdles out of the path.
Out of those. So you don't have to cross all those. Yeah.
And it's funny how tiny those hurdles can seem to be, but they really do. They'll trip you up, right? So.
They add up. And I was reading something, and I can't remember who wrote it, about decision fatigue also. So, you're like making decisions all day long. And then towards the end, you're like, I don't want to think about making decisions anymore. So you're taking away some of that too. Right?
Exactly.
You're taking, it's like, oh, I already know where I'm going to work out. I know when we're going to meet. And I know that when I work with you, you've also talked about, well, what are some other movement things that you're doing too, in addition. And so you are able to help balance all that together.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because it's no good to go from 0 to 1,000, right? To go from sitting like this for 10 hours a day to doing a HIIT training to being back to this, right?
Back to that for the rest of the
to mix those things up, right? And like you said, knowing, when they see me, they don't have to worry about what the workout's going to be because I've programmed that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the same way. At the end of the day, if I go into the gym or I work out in my garage, at 8 o'clock at night and I don't have something written down for my plan, I will just stand there like, I don't know. What am I doing?
What am I supposed to do today?
Right. Yeah. Having this pre-programmed is a big,
that's a huge thing for people. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So if people want to get in touch with you and they're interested in finding out more, how would they find you, Laura?
Yeah. So always go to ohmyfitness.com, my website. And I have a lot of my resources there for my training and my women's wellness planner, which is another service that I like to have people use to track all their goals. And then my Instagram page is another fun one, or my Facebook page. I like to have a lot of fun with what we're doing, right? The name Oh My Fitness, you kind of get that. It's very light and fun because I don't think that taking care of yourself and working out should be another strain on your life, right?
Yeah.
So either my website or on on Instagram, I'm Oh My Fitness Coaching. So
Oh My Fitness Coaching. Okay. So I'll put those all in the comments so people can find you the way that they're the most comfortable. So thank you, Laura. This was great. I learned new things too. So I'm hoping that inspires people to contact you and or work out. Try some things. Try the movement. It's really important.
Absolutely. Moving more is always good. Yeah. So,
always good.
Thank you. I always love to nerd out about this stuff. So it's very
All right. Okay. You have a great day.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Bye.